Here we go, here we go, here we go. So, I'm going to try it again this time. Who's about? Mm. We go. Hey, hello, sweet tea. How are you? You all good? Thank you for coming. I've just pressed live. Just it's 10:15 in England, and I'm just gonna thought I'd just come on for a half hour before I go to bed. See who's about. See what's going on. Just yeah, just chilling out. Actually, I've just got the old foot massager on, and yeah, just see who's about. How's things with you, sweet tea? You all good? Hope everything's all good with you. Hey, Stony Tony. How you doing, my man? Hope everything's all good with you. Here we go. All is well. Let's do this. Hey, so it says, in fact, it worked out that I can, what did it say? Here we go. Let's try and drag this down. All is well. Catching up on the morning shows. Wow. Fair play to you. I do struggle to watch replays. Yeah, she's mad. She's mad. I tell you what, I went on earlier with Shelby, only for half hour. I got 1,300 views. 1,300 views just for a cheeky half hour. So it's definitely the way to go forward. It's doing really well. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting through the dreaded month of January. I'm thinking about doing a live again at the weekend. I've got an idea. I won't say it all. I might do it Saturday. We'll see how it goes. And then I'm going to think about my topics for February. We'll pick some topics. I don't deny it. Shelby is the one. Shelby is the one. Otherwise, I'll just be having a slow, steady 80 to 100 views. But you know what? She's the best thing that happened to me. I know. I'm really busy at work. I'm doing a late one tomorrow, but it's good because that's what I want. I just want to keep going, and then the time to fly by. Because once we get past March, things start to brighten up. So yeah, here we go. This is what I just want to quickly, if I can, see if I can change the camera. I'll do the settings. No, it's not too shabby. It's not gonna. Thing is, unless you've got a product or something that's either a product or a pet or something like that, it's hard to do a grind on it. Do you know what I mean? I work as a network engineer. I work in IT. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I do. Let's see if I can. I'm just going to see. Well, this is it. They've all talked about April doing a meetup. They've talked about it sort of, well, I wouldn't say in fairly detailed on Sunday, and I've reached out just to see what's going on because obviously for me, there's a bit more planning around it. So yeah, I'd want to do that. I'd like to obviously do it in May. Go down to Florida. So let me just try and see if I would do the video. No, no. Yeah. So hopefully we'll see. We'll see what happens. Here we go. Camera facing front. See what we do. Come on, camera. Oh no, camera facing back. There we go. That is it. That's my old plates. It's my foot massager. It helps me before as we go to sleep, as well as my tablets. There you go. I won't put you all off too much. But yeah, hopefully we can do that. I was hoping my man Joe Delamore is about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember my first cousin sent me a message. He said that he works in IT, and I didn't know what it meant. I read it as I work in it. Yeah, I know this. That's the trouble with the techies. We all love our acronyms. IT. Yeah, it's trouble is with IT. I think the automatic reaction is everyone thinks, "Oh, well, you work with computers," and it's not. It's very very broad with different skill sets in it. So yeah, yeah, it's all good. How's the teaching going, sweetie? All good. Hope everything's going good with you. So what have I got this weekend? This weekend, I'm actually going to go to a pub in Watford. Yeah, I know it in education, but I'm not drinking, so I'm just going to pop in for a couple of lemonades. There's an old friend of mine's taken over one of the pubs around there, so I'll pop my head in and say hello. But yeah, I just yeah, it's good. So we'll get February out of the way, get the cold months out of the way, and oh, you back for holiday and a break on the honeymoon. Jesus loves you. I know he loves me. I'm a Catholic, and I was confirmed last year when I should have been confirmed years ago. I know Jesus loves me. Loves you too. No, 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 no. Just it's a it's a little pub just not far from the junction. So as I say, I'm just popping in my head there to say hello because I showed the truth here. I've got Shelby now, and I want to put a bit of money behind me because I want to put my US trips, get a bit of cash together for those. I'm looking forward to those. I enjoyed it last year when I was stateside. So yeah, that'll all be good. Start getting out a little bit more as well. Now I've worked out the routine with Shelby. Confirmed, is that like baptised? It's the last. You've got like the sacraments. So you get baptised. Obviously, generally when you're a baby, you should do. And then when you get to about 7 or 8, you have your first confession. Then you have your first communion. Not long after that, which is where you take the host, and then you get confirmed into the church. And there are other sacraments as well, which is anointing of the sick, is when you're dying, and you also get marriage is one, and then the other sacrament as well is like service to the community. holy orders. Yeah. So look at baptised as the entry, and confirmed pretty much as the finished one of the first four. That's what I'd say. Because really, you should be getting married after you've been confirmed if you do it properly from a child. So yeah, I just don't know what it is now. I can't stop pressing live at the moment. I think it's good. I think it's just 'cause I like all your company, all our crew. Okay, I'm a Protestant. I was baptised as a baby, but baptism is reserved for when you decide, usually as an adult. Well, the thing is, as you know, the England and the UK, bar Republic, it's we are a Protestant country. We were originally Catholic until Henry VIII came along and didn't want to. You're a YouTube addict, yeah. He didn't want to answer to Rome anymore, and he wanted to divorce his wives. And not only that, he wanted all the money from the monasteries so he could use that to go and fight his wars. So that's the story. And we have been, they call it Church of England since. But yeah, my ancestry roots are Ireland and England. So I am a YouTube addict. But you know what? Sometimes it's better than rather just sitting here going, staring at the screen, finding something to watch. Why don't I am Henry VIII, I am. Yeah, that's right. Henry VIII, born in. He was based out in Greenwich in London and also Hampton Court, which is sort of southwest London, just outside. But yeah, I just think if I just fire this up, and then we got chat as well. So some people might want to be on here, and they just want to be part of the chat. Oh, here we go. So yeah, you got any holidays planned, sweet tea? It'd be great if you could get in on that April trip if it goes ahead. Here we go. See, because it's on my phone, I can't see it when I put it on the screen. Right, my dad was always under the impression his family was English, but when he did his ancestry, it came up Scottish. Scottish and English, yeah, they territorial. They generally hate each other, but yeah, say King James come down from Scotland and took over, became King of England and Scotland. Which holiday? Out of our group, they're all meant to be having a meet up in April, sweetie. So we'll see what comes of it. I hope we do. So yeah, if the April trip lines up with my spring break, I'm there. Well, it's gonna be. I know the April trip is going to be similar dates when I was out there. So I think I might have flown back on the 16th or the 18th. But yeah, it's round there. When's spring break? It is Easter. I think Easter's earlier this year though. I think Easter's kind of around the 2nd. I think it is. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, I think it's around about then. So looking forward to it. Sweet tea, you might be. Do you watch NFL at all? Do you follow any of the teams? Let me check on spring break. Yeah, definitely. Stand by. Yeah, it'd be great to see you. I think there's going to be quite a few of us, hopefully. But I think we've sort of semi-tried to do this before. So, hopefully. Here we go. Come on, come on. Let's scroll back that chat. Here we go, here we go. Everything info 67. Okay, I'd be interested if you can do it. So yeah, I better do this while I'm up there. I want to say a happy birthday to Tindu. That's important. I know Pollock's birthday's soon and Gianni's. So happy birthday to all those boys. Here we go. All right. Let me read that. I grew up in New Jersey. My dad was a Giants fan, and my ex-husband was a Jets fan. Now that I'm in NC, I don't really follow NFL. Okay, cool. So does that mean that your ex-husband and your dad were rivals in when it comes to NFL? And also that another thing I'm curious about. Do you know when the Super Bowl is? The season's got to be ending soon. That'll be interesting to know. Yeah. So I'm like that. I don't sort of rivals. Does do any of you follow soccer, as you call it, over in England? Because believe it or not, I've started to get back into it. Even though my team's Tottenham Hotspur, they've been abysmal, but they played really well last night. So let's see how they get on against Burnley at the weekend. Reminds me, I need to sort out my last man standing. I'll sort that out. So yeah, yeah. Right, okay. So 8th of February, and then it's the baseball, isn't it? Good stuff. So yeah, I'm all good. I'll find some topics to choose for February. I'm looking forward to that as well. Got to start getting my money's worth out this restream. Yeah, might try and cover another topic around sort of like mental health, really, but it's not going to be so personal. It's going to be a little bit more generic. But what I will put something in there. As I say, when I do my lives around that, people must know it is mainly for entertainment. And as I say, if you do feel or anything that in my topics relates to how you're feeling, always seek qualified advice. See a specialist, someone who's qualified. Spring break. Okay, right, here we go. Spring break. Well, I could cover Valentine's Day. Yeah, could do. What you mean Valentine's? The actual not Valentine's massacre. Hey, Sven Larson. Good to see you, my man. Sorry, forgive me. I'm having trouble scrolling up. We could do that. I could do something on Valentine's Day. So here we go. Spring break is from 4th of to the 12th. So plans with my daughter for the 5th of April and a birthday, which leaves me 1 week for shenanigans. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be just after. Here we go. Yeah, I could do Valentine's Day, do the history of it. Don't really want to do the Valentine's Day massacre because obviously it's not my channel, it's not my forte. Don't really want to go down there. How you doing, Mr. Sven Larsen? By the way, you're in Denmark and you're an hour ahead of me. How's things with yourself? Everything okay with your family? You got any plans? You feel all good? I'm going to give this opportunity as well, just to have a chat with those who obviously want to talk to me. Because I know sometimes in the other chats it gets a bit manic. There we go. Check this out. There we go. Check this out, James. Let's see. Oh, right. Check this out, James. I work part-time at a convenience store. That's right. So your son is 18. Okay. I asked my boss if he could interview my son. He had a nephew with severe autism, so he was reluctant to meet him. Now, my son is 18. I asked my boss if he could interview my son. He had a nephew. So let me get I'm just forgive me. I'm trying to make head or tail of that. So he's got he's got a nephew with severe autism. So, but was reluctant to meet your son. So Friday morning, we're going to meet him and knock his socks off. Good stuff. Oh, good man. Yeah, it's all a little bit. What I'm hearing now, Sweet Tea, is apparently they've sorted that. They were in Davos and he's chatted to the heads of Europe and NATO and they've got a deal going. I think he just wanted to get his oil companies in there and he'll probably get an air base or something, an army base. Right, okay, so he's like me then. Right, okay. Yeah, that's a bit bizarre. Generally, like I say, we have autistic people should gel well together when they know that they're autistic. Do you know what I mean? So I don't understand why he's reluctant there. Seems a bit bizarre to me. That that is a bit fishy, so to speak. Yeah, don't like that. It's not cool, shall we say? That's what I've got to ask you, Sven. How is things in Denmark? Is it all good? Because I've never been to Denmark. I've been to Gothenburg. I've been to Sweden, and is is Denmark is it comparable with Sweden? Yeah, absolutely. What sweet tea, what I am what they call high functioning autism, which is now also referred to as ASD. So in Britain, they grade it in three levels. So you've got level three being the most severe, level two, level one. I'm level one. So in in regards to that, they used to call it Asperger's syndrome, but they don't call it that anymore because Asperger's was he was part of the Nazi team. So yeah, Sven isn't gonna win you over. No. See, I like a lot. I like the fact that he stands up for Americans. So I completely understand that. Whereas ours doesn't tend to care too much about the settled population. Wow. Okay. Cool. exactly, because what we tend to where we might struggle in communication and certain aspects, where we tend to have interests and we get yeah. See, we tend to get concentrated on particular topics, maybe one topic, maybe two topics. We can really get our heads into that. So yeah, just as people look, Elon Musk is autistic. So there you go. That tells you all you need to know. One of the most smartest and richest men in the world. Things are all right in Denmark. Copenhagen is comparable with Gothenburg. I think I went around it was about 2014, actually. I think it was or late 2013. And I went to Gothenburg. It was very cold. It was expensive. And it was like something like, it worked out about £8 for like half a pint or a schooner. And like, if you go and buy like bottles of Budweiser in the supermarket, the alcohol percentage was nothing, was it was lower than 3%. It was like 2.7%. And if you wanted stronger alcohol, you had to go to these like special alcohol places that are open like 4 days a week. Here we go. Sweet tea. And here we go. And here you are on YouTube. No problem with communication for you. No, but I've got to work at it. Absolutely, I've got to work at it. I'm very, very good at putting on the smiley face and trying, but yeah, well, I do struggle. But then you got to also remember as well, there's a lot of I've been quite a drinker all my life, and a lot of people don't realise that actually you go somewhere where you try and fit in, and alcohol and drugs are a masking agent. Yeah, well, it's Scandinavia. It's just up that part of the world. But I'll tell you what, there's some beautiful places up there. You've got that place in Norway, which they call the Devil's Tongue. And you can go there, and I'll tell you what, it's like you're standing off this big sort of platform on an edge of a cliff. You look down, you've got all these mountains and beautiful, covered in like snow-top mountains, beautiful valleys. Yeah, I think that the thing is though is my understanding with the Scandinavian countries is you pay more tax on the things that you buy. So when you get your wages, you're not really taxed on that, but you're taxed more on the things that you buy. Here we go. Let's have a read. There we go. Right. I was just going to say that masking is exhausting sometimes. It is. And the problem is the older you get, and I'm starting to find it now at 45, is that I was originally the investigation into this, and for me actually seeing the specialist that I need to see to get the rubber stamp is that I was having a lot of problems with paranoia, anxiety, and depression. And and I had a couple of bouts, sort of like early adulthood, but it just sort of just came on thick and fast. And then there's the whole concoction of the lockdown scenario as well, which really knocked me for six because I really started to isolate. The older you get, I'm 45. Yeah, I know, but it's I know what you're saying. There's people, I get it. I might be one of the younger ones out of the community, but yeah, I still feel it. And as I say, I'd like to say thank you to we've got 22 people watching, and I've got just bouncing off Sven and Sweetie. This is your show. You can lockdown was not good for anyone. No, 100%. Couldn't agree more. It was not good at all. So yeah, no, it's been good. Sweetie, everything we buy is taxed 25%. Wow. See, the thing is, right? Sven, we pay VAT on a lot of things. There's certain things that are exempt, and they put that's 20%. So we are taxed on things that we buy as well as what we earn. 100%. Good people do find good people, and we have got good people. 100%. Yeah. So I'm enjoying it. I like our little community. I must admit, 4 or 5 years ago, I could never see myself doing this, and here I am, a strange man, just firing up YouTube and talking to people in the public domain. Why not? 62. Fair play, Sven. I'll tell you what, though, I've seen your picture, mate. You don't look 62. You look a lot younger. That must be that good Scandinavian diet and all the exercise in the snow. Yeah, no, that's all good. Doing well, my man. Sven, do you have any hobbies out there? What do you do, Denmark? Do you go skiing or anything like that? I'm all good anyway. I check out. I've got a few mental problems, but my criminal record's good, and I pass any see. I pass the what do they call them? The CRBs. I also had to do an adult one for because I remember I used to teach boxing to kids, so I had to pass one of those ones as well. An advanced DBS they call it. I'll check out. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, paying bills. I think everyone does that. Here we go. No, 100%, mate. Good stuff. Well, I'm just going to try and scroll down. So, Sven, have you ever been to the UK or the States? Do I have to know? Do you indulge in the devil's lettuce? What's the devil's lettuce? Is this a rude joke? The devil's lettuce. I've never heard that one. Am I thinking devil's lettuce? Is that so? Lettuce is green because I've heard of the devil's dandruff. We know what that is. So the lettuce must be the smoke. I can't touch that. I am crazy enough as it is. Yeah, I don't. No, I don't touch it. I can't. Did I do it when I was younger? Yeah, of course I did. Yeah, but they got people. I'm an asthmatic, so I can't. Oh, thank you, Colt. Good man. I have used to have a PC hobby. Here we go. Made rolling here. Here we go. Let me just try and. Yeah, I mean, everyone did it when they were kids. Well, I can't smoke because I'm asthma. I've got inhalers, you see. So I've used the PC as a hobby. After that, I had the blood clot, so not so much. Okay, my man. How, how have you been after that? My mum had blood clots. You have a male role in here. Hope you're all good though, Sven. I keep telling Tommy Stiggs this. I told him I'm not saying there's probably better foods for it. If you had a pint of Guinness a day, it's got iron in it, and it helps thin the blood. There's obviously better things you can do. we go. Let's have a look. I have. Oh, right, okay, my man. I have edibles as an adult, and now there are weed infused drinks. Yeah, they've got it all that. But the thing, America's different to the UK now. You've got most of your states allow smoking it, so it's a completely different kettle of fish. The main place in Europe is Amsterdam. Is the smokers' place. I can't now because I have commercial driver's license and yeah, randomly drug test. Problem is as well, you need sweet tea as well. Marijuana, out of all the other drugs, most of the other drugs pass out your system after a few days. If you're a regular marijuana smoker, it takes about a month to get out your system. So it stays in there a lot longer. I used to have, when they were a Comfort Delgro, they're a Singapore company, and they owned Metro Line, which is like the buses, the London buses. They've got like quite a few routes for contracts, and they have to do drug tests. And I had to do, when I went there, I had to do a weed test when I started. But what they do now is a lot of them, they do the swab test in the mouth. So it's basically to catch you from the night, if you were at it the night before. Mm, yeah, so, but I like a drink, don't get me wrong. Um, it it's both sweet tea. It is for the girls in the windows, yes, but it was also known for a lot of its cafes, and also and not it weren't just obviously smoking. It was, I mean, they've got sex museums there. The space cakes, and you used to buy a lot of magic mushrooms as well. Yeah, so it's just I'll be honest with you. I find that scene in Amsterdam with the girls quite disgusting, really. Only because it more so that the fact that it's just like they're in a shop. You go in there and you walk, and the girls are like in glass, sort of like a shop layout. And then you like go in there, and then it's the curtain half hour and out again, and you got people queuing up outside. It's disgusting. Lighting something on fire, inhaling seems far worse than eating an edible. Yeah, I mean, 100%. It's the smoking side is generally as well. I mean, it's the tobacco that you're smoking is doing the damage to your lungs, and plus you've got no filter on it. Yeah. So, Amsterdam, but it's still a nice place with all the canals and all that. So, Sven, Sven, what's Copenhagen like then? If you was going to sell Copenhagen to me, what would you say is the selling points for it? What would be the tourist attractions? Yeah, it is sweet tea. I just find it's disgusting. Yeah, we're still what, 16 watching us. So people go to Amsterdam for the canals. No, it's just got loads of canals. You can go there and have a good time, by the way. This is no slur on Amsterdam. It is a beautiful place. You can go there and have a good time. You don't have to go near that part. They're just yeah, they're very out there people. It's quite sort of quite liberal, so to speak. But yeah, it's good. I mean, it's I mean, my a lot of my favourite places in Europe are along the Med. You know, I've done Sicily a couple of times. I've been to Turkey, which is obviously not on the Med, but it's not far from it neither. I went to Gumbit and Bodrum on one trip. I've been to Paphos in Cyprus a couple of times. I went there for 2 weddings. And Skiathos and Rhodes, Falaraki in Greece. Kefalonia 4 times. Sicily twice. I'd like to go to Croatia, I must admit. Been to Munich 5 times in Germany. Gothenburg, as I mentioned. Been to Luxembourg. Been to a couple of places in northern France. Been to Albufeira in Portugal. And I've also been to Spain many a time. Benidorm a handful of times and some of the surrounding towns there. Marbella a couple of times. Barcelona a couple of times. Tenerife on the Canary Islands, been there. Ibiza a couple of times and Mallorca a couple of times. Oh yeah, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Obviously, Tivoli Gardens, the King's Residence, and the Town Hall. Yeah, oh, absolutely. I'd like to do that. I would like to tick Denmark off the list, and Norway. The only thing is I generally, I must admit, because obviously I live in England, I seek the sunshine, or I try to anyway. That's what I do. I like my travelling. That's really good. Sweetie, you must have been to Europe. Sure you have. Yeah, sure you have. There we go. Just trying to get the camera back. Been to Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, but it was years ago on a school trip. Oh, you've been to Le Mans, France. That's the where the Grand Prix is, isn't it? Munich's brilliant. I love Munich. I'll tell you what. I've been to Prague in Czechos. They've got some of the best beer in the world. I tell you what, if you want to go for a beer, I love the opera houses in Munich. Austria, I haven't never been there. Switzerland is a beautiful place, very expensive, but beautiful. It's great for if you want your watches and your chocolate. Absolutely. Luxembourg, where else? Where else have I been? In Europe. Spain, Portugal, France. That's been about it. I've been to Russia. Did I tell you that? I went to Russia in 2015. Yeah, yeah. The opera houses are the best, sweetie. Honestly, if you want to go for a good beer drinking session, and they come in them steins. Obviously, you know the steins, they're larger than pints. The 24-hour race has been there 11 times since 2000. Wow. So you obviously you're racing mad then. I'd love to hear about the Grand Prix and things like that. I've only ever covered a live on. I've done one on the Mods and Rockers, and I went through some of the motorbikes. But I'm assuming you're more of the four wheel man, or the racing cars. That's good stuff. Yeah. Well, do you know what, folks? It's 11 o'clock now. Ah, Salzburg. Oh, yes, in Austria. Oh, wow. It's 11 p.m. Sweet tea and Sven, thank you very much. I've really enjoyed this engaging with you. You've helped me have a chat. Yeah, we've covered a few things. I really appreciate it. So, folks, I am going to put my head down as it's 11 p.m. Sven, it must be midnight where you are. So, everybody out there, and even those that were viewing and who will view this, it was brilliant. And Shelby's the star of the show usually, but today on this show it was Sweet Tea and Sven Larson. Thank you, everyone. You have a lovely evening. God bless.